India's political decentralization is one of the world's largest experiments in local democracy, creating hundreds of thousands of village-level panchayat seats and also expanding dramatically the pool of potential politicians. In my research, I asked the question, in these newly open settings, who actually enters politics and why? Most accounts in the literature split by context. In rich democracies, scholars often emphasize professions such as business or law. In low and middle income countries, we emphasize identity, kinship, dynasty. What remains relatively understudied in the context of the Global South are occupational trajectories into local politics. I focus on one such pathway, the local state bureaucracy. In much of the Global South, the government is the backbone of formal employment. So these jobs are highly coveted, they're relatively better paid and durable. In contexts like India, affirmative action policies also make them one of the rare ladders of social mobility for historically marginalized groups. But very crucially, what these jobs do is bring them or the people in these jobs and their families in very close contact with the machinery of the state, how programs work, how to get stuff done, stuff of real political capital. I argue that political entry often operates at the household level in this context. Two constraints keep bureaucrats off the ballot in many contexts. An institutional bar that sometimes will not let you hold an elected office as well as a government job at the same time, and of course the strong financial disincentive given the public sector wage premium. Families then convert this, like bureaucrats' connections and knowledge to in fact the candidacy for another person of the household. During my time here, I will build on two pieces of evidence. First, using a nationally representative household panel data set, I find that when a household acquires a government job, its likelihood of entering local elections more than doubles. And second, using a conjoint survey, I find that citizens also perceive candidates from such households as more winnable, but only when the job brings bureaucratic ties and programmatic know-how, not just income and status. My project makes two contributions. It theorizes the household, not the individual as the unit of political entry, and also reframes how we study public employment as a pathway into politics and not just an outcome of patronage politics. Decentralization's promise really hinges on who steps forward to govern and who gets a government job can quietly shape that choice, not by putting the bureaucrat on the ballot, but their household.